Hi everyone, it's Casey at BeBeDolls, and today I want to make a video showing you my finished little BJD doll. This is a Hooju mini BJD that I got from the online shop Junkie Spot. I will put a link below so you can find it. So I've talked about this doll in a previous video. I did carve the facial features significantly, especially the eyes, because the eyes came very pointed in the corners and it looked a lot like an alien to me, which I didn't really like. And then of course did the face up, which I made a video of. So I got this cute little outfit from a shop on Etsy, and I was so excited because it fit perfect and it's so well made and cute. So I'll put a link below to that shop as well. And so today I'm going to show you how I made the eyes. So I actually made these eyes myself, and the reason I made them is because I sell the eye chips in my shop, and there will be a link. And I wanted to use my eye chips and show you a way that you can make your own eyes for your BJD dolls. And it's a little less expensive than buying eyes. And it gives you a lot more options because the eyes that are available for BJDs are already made, and so they're already sort of set. And there's not as much variety as there are if you can use eye chips. So anyway, I am going to show you how I made these eyes today. What you're going to need is some white oven bake clay. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I also have a scalpel, and then we're going to use some sticky tack. This is called Simply Tacky. I don't know where I got this, but you can find it at most craft stores. So I'm going to take this little doll apart so I can show you how we do the eyes, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is what the doll looks like without the eyes, and the original doll does not come with eyes either. So a lot of BJD dolls come with eyes for you to put in, but these little dolls are only around $26, so they don't come with eyes, which is the reason why I decided to try to make my own instead of ordering a pair online. So these are the two eyes that I made, and it was a little bit of trial and error of how to do it, but the way that I made them so that you could change the eye chip. So I'm going to show you now how I did this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get out some of your clay. And the size is not necessarily going to matter. I would say, I don't know, about this big of a little ball, and so you're going to roll it into a ball. And I found with this clay that you really don't want to work it too much or it gets really, really soft. And as always, you want to wash your hands and wash your surface area to avoid getting lint on the doll, or I mean on the eyes. So once you have a ball, then you want to cut it in half. So sort of look for the center and do your best to make two equal pieces, because at this point you do want the eyes to be pretty equal. So then roll those into two balls. And these might be a little bit big, so what we can do is you're going to put it in the back of the doll like that. Well, I think it's about right. And then you want to just lightly press. You don't want to press too hard. You don't want the clay to come out the front, but you want to make enough of an indent that you can see where the eye will be. And it's really hard to see, but it's this area. So let me see if I can do it a little stronger. The problem is if you push too hard on this clay, it goes flat, and that's not what you want. So you just want an impression that you can see. So I'm going to push. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. Those little lines right there. So now that you have that, you're going to take your eye chip, and for this doll I use 10 millimeter, but you can sort of experiment. I only have available in my shop 10 millimeter, 12, 13, and 14, but I have the potential to make also 8 millimeter, so if that's something you decide you want to do, you can always ask me for a custom order. So you're going to take your eye chip and then lay it on the part where the eye shows through, where your lines are, and then you're going to press it. Now you don't want to press it too hard because you don't want it to go too far into the eye, but you don't want it to be too on top of it either, or it will hit the outside of the doll's eye part and it won't lay flat. Then I sort of just with my thumb basically erase any of the marks. So once you have it pressed in pretty well, you can then put it gently into the doll and sort of maneuver it around to where you want it. And then again, you're going to press because you want the clay to be really in there. Okay, so that's the first eye. So now you just repeat the process on the other side. Again, first you want to make your lines, and then you take your eye chip and lay it over that area and press. And you want to be very careful to press straight down because if you move it at all, the eye socket in the clay will be larger and it will look kind of funny. So there's kind of like a gap here on this part, but I just want to kind of make it look as good as you can. Not very much of this shows through the dolls, so it's not necessary for it to be totally perfect. But because this clay is so soft, it's really easy to fix. You also can sort of put the eye in a way that any blemishes are kind of hidden. So again, you'll do the same with this eye. You want to push it in there, and now this is sort of the part where you want to make sure that the eyes match up. So basically there's the same amount of white in the corner as on the outside. So as you put it in there, sort of pay attention to where, I don't like that part, so I'm sort of moving it around. There's a gap in that. I want that to go to the top so you can't see it. So then when you get it where you want it, you just push it in again. Make sure you get all the gaps out. So now your eyes are in there. This is what it looks like from the back. And so now at this point you want to take them out, and you want to be very careful not to change the front in any way. You take them out, that's what they look like. And then you're going to take your scalpel and very carefully pop the eye chip off without really messing up the eye so much. Because you do not want to put the eye chip in the oven. These eye chips are made of resin and they will melt. So, but now you have your two eyes and you're going to put them in the oven, and this oven baked clay is at 275 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes per 1/4 inch. So I put these in for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, and then I check them, and I think they were fine on the other ones. So you probably could do it a little bit longer, but I always get nervous, so I don't. And then, like I said, when they come out, they'll look like this. And then what I do, or what I have done, is take a little of your sticky tack, and when I say a little, I mean like literally a teeny tiny bit, and then put it either on the back of the eye chip or on the clay eyeball, and then just push it in and make it very flat with just the sticky tack. So doing it this way means that you can take the eyes out of the doll. I have a little glue residue on the resin eye chip because of the eyelashes, so I'm gonna have to clean that off before I put them back in the doll. But this way, the eyes are not permanent. You could of course glue the eye chip now to the eye and it would be permanent, and that would be fine. But I kind of like the idea of being able to change them if, you know, the customer wants to, or if you are keeping the doll and you want to. So I just take, again, a little tiny bit of sticky tack, put it on the back of the eye chip, and press pretty hard onto the eye so that it goes as flat as possible. It stays stuck, but flat. And then you just line the eye back up in the doll, and most people, which I've come to find out, don't permanently attach the eyes on BJD dolls. They're just stuck on the back. So what you can do is take, I don't know if that's the right side for this eye. So one thing that you kind of have to do is maneuver it around and see where it fits best. So I will do that with my doll. But what I do now, once I get the eyes where they're supposed to be, is take more sticky tack. This time you'll probably use a lot of sticky tack, and just sort of put it around the eye, and it will hold it in place. Now of course that doesn't look right, so let me get them back in and we'll look at the final product. Okay, so now I have reattached the eyes, and this is what it looks like on the back. I used a lot of sticky tack because this is probably going to be the last time I open this doll, as it's going to be available for sale in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in purchasing this doll, you can check me out on Etsy. Otherwise, I hope you found this tutorial informative for making your own eyes for your BJD dolls. And as always, thanks for watching.